different. Okay, this coming up next now is a Minnesota classic with a Greek twist today.
We're making wild rice hot dish, yes, but we're doing it with our Greek cooking expert from Cafe 421, Antigoni Sander.
Hi, sweetie.
So you're going to make this a little different for us, huh?
We are. I'm going to talk us through how I would normally make it, but then we can talk about some ingredients that we could swap in to make it a little bit more Greek.
Fun.
This recipe is my Minnesota grandma's recipe, and we make it every fall. Everyone in the family loves it. So I wanted to share it with you guys and the rest of the viewers.
This is so cute. I feel very fall already. The table's like very fall.
Yes, and when I decided to do this, it was really cold last week, and today it's 70 degrees, so pretend it's 50.
All right.
The key ingredient in wild rice hot dish is, of course, wild rice.
Yes.
And for this, it's a hot dish. It's not a casserole. It's definitely not
What's
that
the
fancy.
difference?
Casserole makes it sound a little fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
Hot dish is like good, serious down-home cooking.
Down
It's
home,
funny.
my
I wonder
friend.
if you asked anybody in LA or New York if they thought the word casserole meant fancy schmancy.
They don't know what hot dish is.
No, they
I'm
don't.
sure
They
they
don't.
It
You
is.
say hot dish, they're like, huh? And then you say
And
casserole,
you know,
and they're
really,
like
they're
right with
missing
you.
out on a beautiful thing, so we should have a little bit of pity for them. Let's show them
Absolutely.
how to make this.
So the first ingredient to wild rice hot dish is wild rice.
Yep.
This soaks overnight for 6 hours to 12 hours, and the grain itself, it's part of the wild rice grass, and it's very tough, so the soaking helps it puff open a little bit, and this is a slow cooking oven dish, and you want it to have that little extra boost from soaking in the water. So
you don't have to actually cook it, you're just going to soak it.
Just soak it,
Nice,
yep.
okay.
Dump that in your dish, then you throw a few tablespoons of brown rice. Nothing is cooked, it's all raw. And that's sort of like my favorite thing about this dish, because you don't have to do any cooking.
Nice.
And mix it all together. And John, if you want to start opening some cans over there,
Yes.
the thing that reminds me about a Greek dish with this is the olives and the stewed tomatoes that we put in here. Elizabeth, you're going to chop up some Velveeta cheese. If you wanted to make this a little more Greek,
I
you could throw
finally
feta
found
in
something
there.
in the kitchen that
feta.
I can do.
Oh, no pun intended, huh?
Totally intended.
Very fun.
Totally intended.
Okay, so the Velveeta.
Yes.
You know, Velveeta is so bad, but so good. Why?
It is. Well, it melts better than cheddar,
Yeah.
as Velveeta likes to tell you.
I guess.
And I will tell you, there are a couple of recipes that I have to use Velveeta for.
Yeah.
My mom's macaroni and cheese,
Yep.
and it's not the Velveeta shells and cheese that you get in the box, but it is melting it and mixing it with heavy cream, and it's awesome.
I love that.
And my grandma's hot dish.
That's what you use it for.
So you want to dice up this onion that I'm working on over here.
Yep.
My mom, if you ask her, she'll saute the onion. My grandma doesn't saute it. Everyone in the family makes this a little bit different. I
Okay.
talked to about 5 or 6 different family members about this. Go ahead and dump it in.
Okay.
So I've
You
done
don't
with my
have to
part on it.
strain anything.
Really?
Nope, you just dump all the juices in, because
Wow.
you're putting the rice in there essentially raw, so you need as much liquid as possible.
It'll just cook.
And this is a great hearty dish for a vegetarian entree, great fall dish. If you want to pour that water in, it's boiling hot water, and then it gets really super liquidy. And if you want to turn some black pepper in there
Absolutely.
and sprinkle a little salt. And then what I like to do is put the Velveeta in last,
Okay.
so I can poke it in there so it kind of gets into some nice little sockets.
Or you
and
can
you don't
just
have
eat
to
it.
get your fingers dirty.
I'm
I'll
not
mush
familiar
it
with
down.
Velveeta.
Yeah, it is delicious.
Yeah,
and
it
it
is.
never spoils.
No, you can keep it in your cupboard until the end of time. It's
So
kind of amazing.
give it a good stir and you're done. You cover it with tin foil, you put it in the oven for 3 hours. About 2.5 hours in, take the tin foil off and let it get brown on top. And I'll put this to the side behind you, John,
Yeah.
as a finished one.
So you've got to be committed to this project.
Yeah, but it's the great dish for a fall day. You can sit and watch a movie and have that in the oven, and it's ready to go.
Oh, yes.
There you go, and
love
it's nice and
Oh
brown
my
on
gosh.
top. And then my mom likes to sprinkle a little green onion on there for color.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That
I've got
is
some
so
for you to
good.
try over there.
I would
and
like my
I
own
like it
little
with
crock.
hearty bread and butter with honey on it.
Oh
I
my
like to put the
gosh.
honey on the hot dish myself, but I think I'm alone in that.
Yeah, well. I took a really big bite.
It's really yummy.
It's a combination of
That
hot
is
dish and
delicious.
lasagna.
How is
Is
that
what it
so
is.
A little
good?
bit. I know. It's so simple, and you open 3 cans.
Yeah.
And it has really complex, really yummy flavor.
And a little bit of Greek with the olives, and if you said
And the
if you swap
tomatoes.
out the the Velveeta for feta.
And you can use orzo instead of the brown rice, and it'll cook in there the same as the rice would, and it comes out really tasty.
Oh, Antigoni.
That is a tasty little dish.
I
Thank
sort of
you.
love this. Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, good deal. Hey, if you want this recipe,
Really good.
go to our website. It's ksdp.com. Click on Twin Cities Live. Then go to our e-page. It's so good. Yeah,
It is good.
It is good. Hey, coming up, an hour-long massage for less than $35. Hey now. Sign up for yours with today's Super Bargain.
Yes, plus 2 former finalists on Dancing with the Stars, Melissa Rycroft and Joy Fatone. They